So in this video, I'm going to be going over how to set up TrinitySeal pretty much with the initialized form and the new feature which is server variables, how to set them up, how they work, stuff like that. So first I'm just going to explain what they are. Server variables are a way of taking data from your program, which is vulnerable because it's on the client side, and you take that data, put it into the server, which requires login in order to get the data, which makes it 10 times more secure, because if your program ever gets cracked, then the data is not going to be in the server, and you can change your key on the TrinitySeal website to make sure that the data isn't sent to that cracked version anymore. So this is just a feature I've finished now, it's just been put out. So I thought I might just record a video on how to set it up and stuff like that. So the first thing, obviously, you want to go to Visual Studio, create a project. I'm going to be using Windows Forms just because, I'm going to be using initialized form. So just make this whatever. Build that. It takes a while. There we go. Okay. So once you've got your form, you basically just need to do the setup. If you're using initialized form, then you don't need the actual form, so you can make that minimized. You can go down to properties and change the opacity to 0%. If it lets me, then I'll do that, but apparently it doesn't. So just double click on the form, which will show you the code. Right click, initialize component, and go to definition. And you can just do this. I'd probably zoom in for this. This dot opacity equals 0D. And then this dot show in class y equals false. So yeah, that should be alright. So if we start this up, it should just be invisible pretty much. Yep. It's running, but you can't see it, and that's exactly what we want. So yeah, once you've got this little form ready, just make yourself another form that's going to show after you log in. So I'm going to name it main form. Just leave that as it is. And then you want to go to TrinitySeal.me. This is the website. It's got a nice new page on it. Login top right. Just wait for this to load. And then just, I'm going to log out quick. Log into your account. You can create a free account as well. On the register page, and just come to here. This is what you should see if it's a brand new account. You can also go to redeem token and get a free premium rank. I've already got mine, as you can see here. And yeah, that allows you to have 1,000 tokens per program. Actually 1,000 tokens overall, 500 users per program and 10 programs. That's just currently like a free thing that I do. So create your first program. Okay. Really? Okay, there we go. You can see this is the 456th program, so yeah, quite a few people are using TrinitySeal. So once you do that, just create that, go to the program panel. You can download the files from there and the hash checker. Those are the main things that you need. You just watch a little video, but I've already got them on my PC here. So you go to references, right click references, add reference, browse. Yeah. And add both TrinitySeal and NewtonSoft.dll. So add them in there. Once you've done that, also go right click, add existing item, and with the download you'll get a sealcheck.cs or .vb if that's what you're coding in Visual Basic. So just add that, and yeah, this basically just checks for the hash, but make sure that the TrinitySeal file isn't modified with to allow them to log in without details and stuff like that. I'm currently using an unobfuscated version, so should probably get the hash for that really quick. should have done this before I started recording, but I'll do this really quick. Yeah, that's just for me to use. So on your first form, what you're going to want to do, zoom in. So once you've added seal check, you want to do seal check. If it doesn't pop up, hover over it, it'll show a little light bulb, click that, and then it'll just say using TrinitySeal or whatever the namespace is on your seal check. Then do dot hash check just like that. And then do if seal check is valid DLL. Then do TrinitySeal.seal initialize form. You see these are the arguments. The first one's program ID, which you can get from the website. If I just go back a bit, there we go, application secret in there. Next is the version, so you can see the current version on there. You can change this to auto update your files as well. Just put that, and then auth form, which is this, just have this. And then the next form, so mine is main form. So that's what I want to show after logging into the new main form. And then seal colors dot, and just pick a color. So I'm gonna go green, I'm gonna go red. There we go. And yep, that's pretty much that. So this should start up if I've done it all properly. Okay, yeah. So that's just because developer mode is disabled when you first create your program. If you want to change that, just go over to program settings, developer mode true, set that, and then this should just run. So I'm just gonna open that in there. Now it will run because developer mode's enabled. There we go. Just grab myself an account really quick. And go back to login. Now this should show me the main form. There we go, main form. So now that we know that we've set it up properly, we can add a few security functions. So go over to main form, double click. Again, we want to do the seal check. If seal check was valid DLL. And then we would do TrinitySeal.security.challenge check. Also, this is an option, and this basically checks for programs on the user's machine like Fiddler, if they're currently running at the same time as your program, to make sure that the request isn't tampered with. But the requests are now end-to-end encrypted, so you don't really need this. It might have a little performance impact, so I'm not going to be using it, but you can use it if you want to. So yeah, that's pretty much that setup. Make sure you do challenge check, always use seal check. And now we are going to be getting into variables. So I'm just going to create a little string label. And this is going to say my secret code is 25. So if this was one of your program versions and this got either decompiled or cracked or the code got leaked or whatever, then this is going to permanently be in your program no matter what you do. So if I take this and I put it into variables, then that piece of data is only accessible from TrinitySeal, which uses server-side coding, so the client can't tamper with what the server's doing. But since this program would be on their machine, they can do whatever they want with it because they have full control of the code. So that's straight waffle. But yeah, I'm just going to take this. This is how variables work. So copy and paste this text. We can now take that out of the program. Now it's gone, but the label still exists. So head over to yep. Label1.text equals. This would usually be that, but we're going to completely take that out of the equation for now. We're going to go over to the website, go to variables, generate a secret key, You can change this. If your program gets cracked, I recommend you just click that again. Changes the key, so this will no longer work on the cracked version. Now we're going to create the var, so I'm just going to name it test variable. I'm going to paste that in there. So that's the string that was originally in there. Create that. And you see that's now down there, test variable, and that's the value of the variable. And now if we head back over to here, what we're going to do is TrinitySeal.seal, we're going to grab variables, and it's going to ask for your secret key. So go ahead and grab that. That's going to grab every variable that your program has, and then if we want a specific variable, so in here we want to do TrinitySeal.seal.var, and inside of that string you can see we need to put the name of the variable, so this is test variable. There we go. So this value is not in the program anymore, but if we log in here, it might take a while to start. I reckon I'm still running it. Yeah. Rebuild that. If we log in now, test and test. As you can see, there's the value, grabbed directly from the server, but it doesn't exist in the program anymore. So if this program was cracked, let's say that program's cracked, 1.0 was cracked by somebody and the program's leaked everywhere, all it takes is one button click, got a new key. On the new version, if you have like a security update, put that new key in there, but this, let's say this is the cracked version. Right, let's open this tab. And people are trying to access the cracked program. Just wait for that to load. Take it longer than it should. Let's restart. Something's going on. Okay. Oh, Visual Studio sucks. Let's just run it from here. Oops, let's log in. Well, if it's cracked, they would have to log in, but as you can see now, failed to grab variables, invalid secret key, and that piece of data no longer can be received by this cracked version. So, yeah, that's pretty much variables. All you have to do is go through your program, pick out as many strings as you can, just take like 10-15 minutes to put all of your strings into here, replace them all with a var call with the variable name, and that's pretty much how you can fully server-side your program, so that any cracks that people may do or any leakage of your program pretty much ensures that you have full control of what the program still does, so any cracked versions will be basically useless. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll leave all of the links in the description, as well as my Discord server as well, which you can join here. We've got, how many? 649 users right now, so yeah, there's a lot of people in here that you can ask for help or anything. Got a support team and that, so yeah, that's gonna do it for this video. Thanks for watching.